Hi girls, this is Miss Sabrina here. Thank you so much for tuning into our Fun Patch Friday this week. We actually have a special guest today. We have Miss Natalie from the Magic Theater. So a big thank you to her for doing this session for us. And if you'd like to see more of her yoga sessions, feel free to visit the Magic Theater Facebook page. And she does every Sunday, she does a morning yoga session. So feel free to tune into those. Again, let's give her a big Girl Scout welcome to Miss Natalie. Thank you so much and stay tuned.
Hello everyone, my name is Natalie and I am super excited to be part of Fun Patch Friday for you all this Friday. I used to be a Girl Scout myself, Troop 676 out of Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, so I hold the Girl Scouts near and dear to my heart. I'm super excited to do a nice relaxing yoga sequence with you all, one that's going to kind of draw out a lot of the wonderful principles of being a Girl Scout. So things like strength, bravery, resilience, but also being able to take care of ourselves and relax and enjoy and just feel good. They say self-care is the most important thing that we can do for ourselves, especially during this time when we can't be around those of us, those people that we love. So hopefully you enjoy this yoga sequence, this relaxing yoga sequence. Let's start first with just coming to a standing position. Feet are about hip distance apart. Kind of wiggle your toes a little bit. Shift your weight forward and back. So kind of feeling your weight go from the back of your feet all the way to the front of your feet. And just see what that does with your balance. And let's go side to side too. So maybe shifting your weight to one foot and then the other. Just kind of swaying back and forth. Good. All right, find that happy medium. So a nice, wonderful standing position. Knees are soft, not bent all the way, but just soft so that we're not locking out the knees. We're going to stretch up through our spines. Imagine that there's a string attached to the top of your head, reaching all the way up to the ceiling. And let's take a deep breath in, raise our arms, reach all the way up. And as we breathe out, we bring our arms down by our sides. Good, let's do a couple more of those. Inhale up and exhale ah. Think of that as a sigh of relief. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out. Ah. Good. Inhale. And exhale. Ah. One more, just like that. Inhale. And exhale. Ah. Good. Let's roll our shoulders back. Sometimes when we spend a lot of time in front of our computers or our devices, our shoulders can get really tight. So let's roll those shoulders back. I'm kind of swaying. I'm shifting my weight from one foot to the other. Maybe you want to do the same. And then let's reverse that direction, bringing the shoulders forward. Good. All right, let's bring our arms over our head. And exhale, ah, good. Drop your chin to your chest and let's roll our head from right to left. Oh, that feels so nice. Just kind of loosening up some of our neck muscles that may be a little tight. And then end with your chin on your chest. We're going to roll our spine up. And then take a deep breath in, reach up over our heads. Exhale, sigh it out. Ah, good job. All right, we're going to do one of my favorite yoga postures. It's called the breath of joy. It's a 3-part inhale and then a full exhale. The exhale, we go into a forward fold. And so there's a lot of things you can do if your backs just don't quite feel well. Right now, you can come to your knees or all the way down to the ground. I'll demonstrate it first and then you can join me. 3-part inhale, kind of like we're directing an orchestra. Inhale, forward, side, up, exhale, down, inhale, forward, side, up, exhale, down, inhale, forward, side, up, exhale, down, inhale, forward, side, up, exhale, down. Join me when you're ready. Exhale, down. Little sips of air through your nose on your inhales. Exhale, down, inhale. Exhale, down, inhale. exhale, down. One more, inhale. And stay down in your forward fold. Oh, this can feel really nice. You can shake your head, yes and no. This pose is called ragdoll pose. So I invite you, I'm going to turn to the side so you can see what I'm doing. Coming to your forward fold, grab opposite elbows, and it's okay if your knees are slightly bent, mine are. And we're just going to kind of sway from the right to the left. Let your head relax. If you ever feel that you're a little tight in your neck or a little tense, you can shake it out. And then imagine that you're a rag doll here, really loose. Opening up the back body, relaxing the head, the neck, the shoulders, swaying from side to side. Good. Release your elbows. Take your hands onto your legs and draw your hands up your legs. We'll roll our shoulders back and down. Good. All right. That's one of my favorite poses. I love the breath of joy and then the ragdoll pose. So we started class with our pose here with our feet hip distance apart. One way I like to measure my feet hip distance apart is taking two fists, place them between my feet, make any adjustments you need to, and then your feet are just about where you want them to be so that you can really support your body. This first pose is mountain pose. And in Girl Scouts, we like to think of ourselves as strong individuals. So think about how you can be strong here. Roll the shoulders back and down. Open the heart. Feel your weight in your feet. So we'll start with our attention down on our feet. I'm wiggling my toes a little bit. And really imagine that you can grow roots down into the ground from your feet. I know it's kind of silly, but really feel yourself grounded and rooted here. Bring your attention to your knees. Make sure they're not locked. We want them nice and soft. Extending up through the spine. Roll your shoulders back and down and let your arms hang down by your side, your palms facing forward. And then imagine that string attached to the top of your head, lifting the top of your head, so lengthening through the neck. Mountain pose. If you would like, you can close your eyes. Imagine that you're on top of a mountain and how brave you would be to be on top of this mountain. Take a couple deep breaths here with your eyes closed if that feels good for you. Really visualize, imagine that mountain top and how you would feel at the top of the mountain. Good. All right, let's do a breath of joy before we go to the next posture. Remember, it's a three-part inhale like we're conducting an orchestra. Inhale, 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 exhale, down. One more. Inhale, 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 exhale, down. Stay forward. Grab onto opposite elbows. Sway from side to side, ragdoll pose. Good. Release your elbows. Bring your hands to your legs. Draw your hands up your legs, and let's come back to our mountain pose. So another thing I like to think about as a Girl Scout is my strength. So we're brave here at the mountaintop. Strength we want to get also from the ground and from our own bodies. So I invite you to take your legs out nice and wide. Point your toes to the outer corners of your mat, kind of in a V shape here. And then we're going to bend our knees and just take a little look. Make sure the knees are tracking over your toes. So they're not inside your toes or outside your toes, but just right in the same line as your toes. Good. Let's bring our arms up into cactus shape. This position is called goddess pose. So thinking of your strength as the goddesses you are. Good. You can bend the knees a little bit more, opening the heart. Think of taking your shoulder blades towards each other and lifting your chin a little bit. You can even make strong muscle shapes with your arms here. All right, let's move a little dynamically through this with the breath. So as we inhale, we stretch the arms and the legs. As we exhale, we come into goddess pose, our pose of strength. Inhale, lengthen the arms, lengthen the legs, a big X shape. Exhale, bend elbows and knees. Two more. Inhale. And exhale, bend the elbows, bend the knees. And finally, inhale, stretch as far as you can. And as we exhale, we bend our elbows, we bend our knees. And let's stay here for a couple breaths. I know this can feel a little challenging, but think of how strong you are, how much strength you have in your bodies. If you want to play a little bit, maybe you lift one heel, maybe you put it down. Maybe you lift the other heel and put it down. Maybe you lift both heels. Oh my goodness, this is so challenging, but we can do it. We're Girl Scouts, we're strong. And let's place the heels down, stretching the arms, stretching the legs, and bringing our arms down by our sides. Good, let's do our breath of joy. Inhale, 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 exhale, forward. Inhale, 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 exhale, forward. One more, inhale, 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 exhale, forward. Stay here. Find your ragdoll. Find that relaxation. Shake out your head, yes and no. Release your elbows. Place your hands on your legs. Draw your hands up your legs. Roll your shoulders back and down. And come into your mountain pose. Good, I'm going to step back a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. So sometimes we want to find our openness, the openness of our heart, and really stretching our bodies in that same way. So I invite you to bring your legs together. We're going to take our arms over our bodies, grab hold of the left wrist here, or the right wrist, stretch up, and then bend your body to the left. This is crescent moon pose, stretching the side of the body. Being very careful with your shoulder. You don't want to pull too hard, but just let this arm help anchor as you tilt your body to the side. Good, let's inhale back up, grab the other wrist, and when we breathe out, we tilt our body the opposite way, pushing our hips to the left. Keep our heart open. You can almost imagine that you're a flower opening up to the sun. Good, let's come back through center. Let's do that once again, tilting to the left, pushing our hips to the right, opening our heart to the sun. And inhale through center, breathing out, tilting to the right, pushing our hips to the left. Crescent moon shape. Or flower shape, whatever you want to think of. Good, let's come back up. And exhale, bring your arms down by your side. Good, let's do our breath of joy. Inhale, 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 exhale, forward. Inhale, 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 exhale, forward. Inhale, 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 exhale, forward. Stay here. Grab opposite elbows. Come into your ragdoll pose. Sway from right to left. Good. Release your elbows. Take your hands to your legs. Draw your hands up your legs. Roll your shoulders back and down and come into your mountain pose. Your position of bravery. Good. So I want to explore a little bit of a balance with you. So this is going to be our courage shape. So we're going to balance on one leg into a position called tree pose. And we're going to be testing our courage here, okay? So shifting your weight, kind of like we did at the beginning of class, shifting your weight from one leg to the other. And then finally finding our balance on this leg. We're going to pull our left knee up. And it's okay if you wobble a little bit. I sure am. Take your hand to your knee. Draw your knee out to the side. And then find your tree shape. Either bring your foot right below your knee or above the knee, or even a kickstand here if you wish. I'm going to go right below my knee. Maybe you want to bring your hands in front of you. Maybe you want to grow your branches. Tree pose, testing our courage. Do we have the courage to stand on one foot? I think we do. Good. Keep breathing. Don't hold your breath. Sometimes we want to hold our breath, even as we fall out. Good. Let's do the other side. So shifting our weight now to the right foot. We're going to pick up the left knee in front of us. Find your balance here. I find it helpful if I can find a point in front of me to focus my eyes, something that's not moving. And then I draw my knee out to the side. I bring my foot to my leg, either below my knee or above my knee. And maybe I bring my hands in front of my heart. This is kind of like an anchor. You can even press the hands together as you find your balance, find your courage. And then stretching maybe your branches, opening up, tree pose, embracing your courage. Good. And change. Good. Let's shake out the legs. One more breath of joy until we come to our final pose. One of our final poses. There's always many final poses. So inhale, 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 exhale, down. Inhale, 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 exhale, down. One more. Inhale, 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 exhale, down. Stay in your forward fold. Good. Sway from right to left. Release your elbows, bring your hands to your legs. Draw your hands up your legs as we roll our shoulders back and down. Good. So we're going to come down onto our mats. This next pose is one of tranquility. We can think of peace and happiness in this next pose. So we're on our knees. We're going to take our knees out wide, sinking our hips back to our heels and stretching our arms forward, bringing our forehead to the ground. This pose is called Child's Pose, and it's really relaxing. It's really nice. So we can think of our tranquility, our relaxation here. And continue to breathe. Find deep breaths. Child's Pose. Sometimes when I have a headache or if I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, I like to go into Child's Pose and let my forehead rest on the ground. It feels really nice. So let's take a couple more breaths in Child's Pose. Nice deep breaths. And notice where your breath is. My breath is in my back. Isn't that interesting? Good. Let's come up to our hands and knees. This next pose will be a little bit about flexibility. We're going to stretch our spine in cat and cow pose. So when we breathe in, we'll pull our heart forward, lift our chin, lift our tail. This is cow pose. And when we breathe out, we'll round our spine, let our head drop into cat pose. And think of the animals that these are named after, cow pose and cat pose. And think of how much they are like the actual animals they're named for. Isn't that interesting? One more. Inhale. And exhale, cat. Good. All right, let's come to seated. And I want to sing just a little bit of a song to you. We can think of it as our special yoga song. I don't know how many of you have seen The Greatest Showman, but I took this song just from that movie with my own lyrics, and it's very short. So we'll bring our hands in front of our hearts. We're going to sing, I am brave, I am strong, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. So take a deep breath in. I am brave, I am strong, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Good. Take a deep breath in. I am brave, I am strong, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. One last time. Breathe in. I am brave, I am strong, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me. Good. Let's take a deep breath in. Stretch our arms over our heads. And breathing out, bring our arms down by our side. One last time. Breathe in. And breathe out. Good. Let's bring our hands into our hearts. Thank you so much for allowing me to be part of your Friday. It's been such a pleasure doing some yoga with you. Thank you. Remember that you are brave, you are strong, you are courageous, you have flexibility and relaxation. It's so wonderful. And courage. Don't forget courage. Thank you so much. And if you have any questions, feel free to drop me a line. My name's Natalie. Bye-bye.
All right, girls, I hope you are all feeling relaxed and I hope you all enjoyed the yoga session. A big thank you to Miss Natalie for taking her time to do this for us. So please remember that in order to receive your patch, you will need to fill out the survey that's in the description and it will be mailed to you within a few weeks. Thank you so much and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Bye.